Well, hello and welcome to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
So this is John's first time ever seeing snow like this. He's never seen 3 feet of snow or more on the ground, let alone much more than a dusting living in Baton Rouge. So I wanted to take him to get the full Upper Peninsula experience. So Michigan has 2 peninsulas, the lower and the upper. I grew up in the Metro Detroit area, but never really vibed with the area too much. So when I went to school at Lake Superior State University, the UP, so Upper Peninsula, and the people that are from there are called Yoopers, as you can see from UP. That largely became my home. Lots of great outdoorsmen, outdoors women that I met. I wanted him to get the full experience, understanding what a Yooper winter looks like, with all of the snow and all of the ice and all of the great sports that you can do up there during the winter that he's never experienced before. And I take him to the famous I-500 snowmobile race. They do 500 laps and race snowmobiles, which is a huge week in Sault Ste. Marie specifically. Sault Ste. Marie is also known as the Sioux, so sometimes you'll see me call it that, spelled 2 different ways, as you can see here. It is not Sault Ste. Marie, it is Sault Ste. Marie.
My loving wife brought me to the most beautiful place on the planet, and as you can see, it's snowing. It's very cold, and we rented the most modest vehicle we could find that was 4-wheel drive. We rented a Nissan Rogue or something, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a mid-size SUV.
The other people that were in there like, oh, they just rented the Jeep, so all we have left is this horrible monstrosity, this terrible car. They gave us a Land Rover Defender for virtually free.
Yeah, we didn't pay any extra money. This thing's like a spaceship. Like, I barely understand how to even use any of the tech that's in it.
You can fry bacon on the heated seats. I mean, they work. Yeah, if you put them on 3, you got about 5 minutes before you're too hot. You got any words of wisdom?
Be careful.
She says be careful. I've already fallen twice. But this is where my wife brings me because she loves me. Wow, what a sight. You with the sun behind you in the snow. There's no place like home. I made it to the top. And what do I find? The snow is so deep. These are the tops of trees.
So have you ever seen this much snow in your whole life is the question.
No, this definitely takes a cake for how much snow I've ever seen in my whole life. And what's amazing is I was so cold when we started, and now that we've been out here for a minute, like, I kind of want to take my jacket off. But
I told you, I always end up doing this in a long sleeve t-shirt.
whew, and every now and then you hit a slick spot like that. You saw she just slid. You hit a little slick spot, and it'll wake you up.
So my question for you is, what did you think about the equipment we use to move snow around here?
Oh yeah, so I was trying to film when we were back towards where they're moving snow, and I was like, we got to get away from the construction sound. She's like, it's not construction, it's snow moving. I was like, honey, they're using like, you know, a 30-foot construction tractor to move snow.
is actually we get so much snow, and they used to get way more snow in the past, that there's actually doors on the second story of a lot of the houses that are here. Because sometimes it snows so much you can't go out your front door. So you have to go out like basically on the second story. Yeah. So you'll see like, you'll be like, why is there like a full door up there? Like it looks weird. And then you're like, oh, there's that much snow. It like you realize it. Same thing with the stop signs. They look weird in the summer because they're so tall.
Yeah.
But then in the winter you're like, oh, it's so you can still see the stop sign.
Talking about how you went from throwing a baseball and hitting Canada to throwing a baseball and hitting Mexico in your little career. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you got out there. And I was like, yeah, I went from trees and snow to the middle of the desert and mountains. Like very, very different culture too, but both ones that I really respect and have enjoyed. Wipe out, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
yes.
oh no!
Oh, that shit hurt.
Oh, you okay?
That just burns my hand because it's cold.
Don's gonna show us what he's learned. There he goes.
Ta-da!
See, easy recovery. You fall over and you get back up. Just like anything else in life. Whew.
So this museum is named after Ernest Kempt, and he was like mineral resources is sort of the thing that he was. He was known as Ernie. So he was a professor of geology at, well, when it became a university in '46, and he unfortunately left us in 1996. So he was really passionate about both the physical and societal aspects of geology, and he emphasized like the critical role geology plays in understanding that the mineral and energy resources that we consume are not renewable, so they should be used responsibly, which is something I think we could all still learn from. So I'm going to tell you about the UP's legacy, and part of the reason a lot of this is here is due to this stuff. So this is iron ore. So this is what they're looking for. They want to see more of this silver stuff. This is iron ore, raw iron ore more or less. Hematite is the mineral. And they take this, and they're trying to find the areas that are more silver, less red, because the chert's not worth anything. And they turn it into this. These are what are called taconite pellets. This is what gets loaded on the big freighters that are here. And these are little iron pellets that they take. These are a little bit rusted, but usually that's how they are when they oxidize. So these get put on the big ships and moved down to like Cleveland, Chicago. And at the time they were using them to make steel. And we still do to this day. That is how we still make domestic steel, is through that. And the limestone that we have here is actually a part of the like smelting and refining process of steel. So we had all of the resources needed to make different steel resources. So during like World War I and World War II, Sault Ste. Marie and the Sioux Locks were considered a critical infrastructure. So Lake State is here because it used to be an army base. And that army base was here to protect Sault Ste. Marie and the Sioux Locks from any sort of attack that may have happened to us domestically. Because we needed to keep the steel going to build planes and aircraft carriers and tanks and all of that sort of different stuff. So that's why Lake State's really important. But now that we're not at wartime or under threat of attack, and we don't produce as much domestic steel anymore, they transferred this particular area into a university. So it became a university around the 40s. About 1946, this was established as Lake Superior State University. So yeah, cool history of the area. And it's all tied to natural resources and iron. But what do you know? Geology again to establish something in a town.
Part of panning for gold relies on the difference in densities. And so you get water in here, and then the different densities over the different gradings will cause all the lighter stuff to fall out and only leave you behind heavy stuff. And gold is incredibly heavy.
This is what we call a Petoskey stone.
What'd you call me?
Petoskey stone. It's named for one of the cities in Michigan where there's a whole bunch of these. So you'll notice that it's really smoothed off and everything. So this Petoskey stone is the same thing as this. This is just without it rounded off. This is a roe goose coral. that lived during like the Devonian sort of time. And so this is just like a communal coral that existed, and then it gets smoothed off and turned into these really cool rocks. So this is the state rock of Michigan. Every state has a state rock. So there you go, you geology nerds. Here it is, the rare Petoskey stone. Yes, you read that right. There are glowing rocks that are called euperlites in the UP. So these were discovered back in 2017 and can be discovered with a UV flashlight if you go out on some of the beaches that are there. So the sodalite, which is a mineral within the rocks here from the Marathon Complex, which is on the north side of Lake Superior, has this sodalite mineral that, when hit with the UV light, will excite the atoms, which then release energy as visible light as those electrons return to a lower energy state. So that is why we have glowing rocks here.
A lot of snow, isn't it? So if you're wondering how much snow, it's up to Julia's shoulders. And we're going in Das Gift House. And it's still actively snowing. So this is my first time with a snow scraper. I guess we don't really have to scrape it. She's kind of just dusting it.
It's not icy, it's just a little bit of light
Powder.
snow, powdery. Yeah. Which is good because when we cross country ski, that's what we want. So.
I've never had to do this before in my life.
I guess that's a good point. I don't even have a snow scraper in my vehicle anymore. So, but I've done this 100 times, so this isn't so bad.
And do we need to worry about the top of the vehicle?
If we can, yeah, but we're also not going that far. So.
Oh, thank you,
sorry.
honey. Oh, that was cold right on my little belly button. Little short arms. Do I need to like lift these up?
No, we're not going to use those for anything.
Just do this?
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that, like I was born in the north.
Yeah, at least you don't have to scrape it and turn on the heater and all that crap.
If you were wondering, however cold it looks, it's colder than that.
I don't think it's so bad today.
No, the wind's not blowing and the humidity's low, so like you can tell it's cold, but if you have just even one layer on, it doesn't like burn your skin.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a base layer. I just have my coat and my hoodie and I'm doing fine.
Yeah. So this is an example of how much snow they get. This has not really been shoveled. So just to pan around and show is literally table high levels of snow.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get.
John got his first cold snap ever. It's
Series
called
cheddar.
Series cheddar.
How do I do this? What do I do?
So you pull it.
What does that mean? Pull. I just pull this?
There you go.
Oh, I gotta like
Never
match.
done a cold snap, so.
I gotta match symbols.
Yep.
I guess I lost. Oh, I have to get all the same symbol across? Yeah, I did not win.
You got a loser.
Yeah. No surprise there.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a scratcher, and I'm not big fans of scratchers, but I had to do one just for my guy Miles or my guy Charlie.
Yep.
So where are we headed?
You're going to Canada.
Canada. And what's this bridge called?
This is the International Bridge, is what we call it.
What was the other one we went across next to Detroit? That was the Blue Bridge?
The Blue Water Bridge.
Blue
and
Water
the one,
Bridge.
Well, that's in Port Huron. The one in Detroit is actually called the Ambassador Bridge.
So that's the locks for the bridge. That's still U.S. This is all the locks and all the industrial area for Sault Ste, Siberia. Dang, that lock is completely frozen.
What is frozen over? We don't do anything this time of year.
No, you're wrong. You drink.
Yeah. Well, I meant like for shipping. That's the steel plant over there.
That's the Canadian steel plant?
Canadian steel plant.
Very
And,
nice.
at night, it used to be kind of creepy because you could hear, the foundry and everything going. And like you'll see like a eerie red light glow every once in a while. So we used to call it the Eye of Sauron.
And that you said is a hydroelectric dam.
Yep.
So that is producing electricity.
Yeah, it should be. I think that flows pretty much all year. And then this is the St. Mary's River down here. Catch some really great fish.
This is the St. Mary's, but it's not deep enough to have big ships go through. That's why they had to build the locks.
Yep, that's why they had to build the locks. All right, now we're in Canada.
Welcome to, what's a km/h?
Kilometers per hour, which I'm gonna have to figure out how to reset my thing so I know how fast I'm going. So you'll see all these hills, and actually what we're gonna go skiing down, we're up in an area called the Superior Highlands. And so a lot of these are very, very old volcanic complexes. So Lake Superior was actually part of a failed rift arm, so it was trying to pull itself apart. We don't know why it failed, but it did. But as the place was falling apart, there was a ton of volcanism that happened at the time. And we're talking like, man, I want to say it was like 1.8 billion years ago or something like that, like super, super old stuff. And we have all these volcanics and stuff that were here. And then a lot of them, anything that got deposited on top later is gone because the glacier scraped them off. So we have this Canadian shield, more or less, that's up here. But the Superior Highlands have rocks that are so tough that even the glaciers could completely scrape them down and flatten them out. So that's what we're going to be skiing down today. It's the volcanics from that period of time.
We're going to be skiing down rocks so tough a glacier couldn't even break them.
Yep.
Well, I can confirm, skiing is harder than it looks. He keeps yelling at me, pizza. I can't eat pizza, man. It's got gluten in it. Okay, so we went down one time. Faster works better for me. If we're going slow, I look like an idiot. If we're going fast, I feel like I can actually do something. What about you, hon?
I'm having fun. Last time I spent most of the time kind of falling down the hill, so this time having some lessons and some help. We're doing some nice easy green runs. It's been a good time.
Yeah, I think I was born to ski. It's very nice. Nice little frost in my beard. It's cold out here.
There he goes. Oh! You're trying to do that hockey stuff.
I don't like it.
Oh! I didn't think that's what you were going to do. Are you okay?
That's what you get for showing off to the camera.
Oh.
All right, skiing update. I fell 8 times. Yeah, it's just harder than it looks. You get a little bit of confidence and then you wipe out.
I haven't wiped out yet. I'm doing all right.
You're not trying hard enough if you ain't wiped out.
I don't like it. I'm doing okay.
It's an activity. People do it, you know.
All right, here he goes.
Take 17. This is how we get back up. They hook you on, drags you to the top. On a scale of 1 to fast, how fast was that?
That was pretty fast.
You look like a mess. Your glasses are fogged over.
I can't see anything. I can see nothing right now. These glasses are fogged over, like all the snow coming up. I'm like, woo!
Oh, this was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough.
Alright, I wanted to record this while it was fresh on my mind, but we were standing around at the I-500 freezing, and some guy like bumps me and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, bud." No problem. He looks at me and he goes, "Where are you from?"
Oh, you were wearing a stupid cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Nobody's wearing that.
Well, you can probably tell, like, from the way I talk, I don't talk like I'm from around here.
Yeah, you don't talk like you're from around here.
And we go to Texas, and he's like, "What the f***? What are you doing up here?"
He says, "What are you doing up here?" And I was like, "Oh, I was a student here." And he's like, "Still, why did you go to school here?" And I was like, "Oh, I grew up in Detroit, but I live in Texas now." And he was like, "Oh, that makes way more sense." And he's just like, "Oh, how you holding up?" And I was like, "We're doing good. Like, we're doing just fine." Like, I was like, he might be a little cold, but other than that, like, I'm used to this, so.
So how out of place it was. We were coming back from Canada yesterday. The border crossing guy hit us with like 40 questions, like you know, he's like, "Where are you coming from?" We search mine. He's like, you know,
Solid Texas residency.
where do you call home? We were like, "Texas." And he's like, "Long way to go for skiing, don't you think?" he was like, "These people are up to no good."
Yeah, we told him, and then once I told him I was a student and I was, you know, I had taught a class up here for the week and all of that, and like I used to live in Detroit, and I'm sure he saw that on there. Like I used to have a Nexus card to go back and forth between US and Canada all the time. Once he saw that, he was like okay with it. And then on top of it, to make it even more suspicious, we had a rental car and our plates are from like Georgia, so it's like really suspicious looking.
Yeah, apparently they don't get a lot of tourists this time of year.